Hi guys, so the Chancellor of the Exchequer Rishi Sunak appeared on the radio this morning where he attempted to defend against a statement by the Office of Budget Responsibility that Brexit was not just damaging to the economy, but doing twice as much damage as the pandemic. But Sunak, the Brexiteer, dismissed such an accusation and gave the example of trade deals signed by Brexit Wonder Woman Liz Truss and the introduction of free ports, which he claims will help the economy and could only have happened as a result of Brexit. Let's hear what he had to say.
On the question of economic growth, do you agree with the Office of Budget Responsibility that Brexit is doing twice as much damage to the economy as the pandemic has done?
Well, I think that as we've had all these debates multiple times, and I think this at this point now is 5 years ago.
No, she's not talking about 5 years ago. The Office of Budget Responsibility is not talking about 5 years ago. They're talking about today. And notice he didn't dismiss what they said. He didn't say, no, they're wrong. He said, yeah, we've had this debate. There wasn't a pandemic 5 years ago. They're talking about now. Brexit is much more damaging, twice as damaging to the economy. And he's talking about 5 years ago?
What we are seeing...
Well, we're talking about growth now, and I just want to know whether you agree with what the OVR says, 4% for Brexit, 2% for pandemic.
That's their view. What I'm doing is...
That's their view. Basically, he's saying that's their opinion. Yeah, a group of economists, experts, I know Michael Gove has told people, we've all had enough of experts, but the experts are saying that Brexit is twice as damaging to the economy as the pandemic. And your response to that is, that's their view, that's their opinion. Instead of actually presenting data that counters that, your response is, that's their opinion. We're not talking about toppings on pizzas here. We're not talking about which cakes you like. We're talking about the economy. We're talking about experts, economists making predictions. Yes, they are predictions, but your predictions should counter that, not that's their opinion.
Is making sure that we capitalise on the opportunities that Brexit has brought. So whether my colleagues Liz Truss before and now Anne-Marie Trevelyan will be doing a lot on the trade agenda, and we're seeing the benefits that will bring.
Okay, the trade agenda. So this is from the UK government's website. It says here, Germany is the UK's second largest export market for goods and services and second largest trading partner, accounting for more than 10.2% of all UK trade in 2019. During that period, total trade between the UK and Germany was worth £136 billion. Now, Liz Truss recently signed a trade deal with Mexico, and she said it will boost the UK economy by £50 million. Not 50 billion, 50 million. Okay? Over 5 years. So it's not 50 million per year, it's 50 million over 5 years. Now, we've also seen when it came to the trade deal with New Zealand, it's going to boost the economy by £500 million. Actually, not the economy, New Zealand's economy, not Britain's economy. New Zealand's economy is going to be boosted by £500 million. Or dollars, I don't remember. Not billions, 500 million, okay? And it's for New Zealand, not for Britain. Britain is getting pretty much nothing out of this. The same with Australia. There's very little or no boost to the economy. So Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor, is saying we should stop listening to the Office of Budget Responsibility and listen to me, even though I'm presenting you nothing. Really nothing.
To the economy, our ability to sign trade deals around the country, whether it's creating new free ports in places like Teesside or Humberside or Southampton, we're able to drive growth and create jobs in these types of areas. Or yesterday, we were able to reform some of our taxes.
What really upsets me about all of this as well is that the journalist did not interrupt and say, we had free ports when we were a member of the European Union. We had free ports that were introduced while the UK was a member, and they were ended when the UK was a member. Back in 2012, a Conservative government phased out the free ports. So you can't turn around and say, because we've left the European Union, this is a benefit of Brexit. Because we've left, now we can introduce these free ports. When you had the free ports, and once again, the journalist is not interrupting here and saying, Chancellor, what happened in 2012? Can you remind us what happened in 2012? when before that we had free ports and then we didn't. So how is that a benefit of Brexit? And of course, as I said before, the EU already has free ports and it's deciding to phase them out because they are problematic, to put it mildly. So Rishi Sunak's response to all of this is, I don't care what the experts say. We have done wonderful trade deals which are worth nothing, and we've introduced free ports that we could have done before.
Like alcohol duties in a way which we couldn't before. And actually, that is going to be a simpler system, a fairer system. It's going to support pubs, but it's also going to support public health. And that is a good outcome. And those are reforms that we couldn't have done inside the EU.
And it's lies once again. Does he not understand that there are different levels of tax on alcohol in different countries in the European Union? Of course he does. But he's hoping that the public are not going to look into this. The public are just going to believe him. Like, that's the modus operandi of the Brexiteers. Lie and hope that the public don't catch on. It's worked. It continues to work. And they're going to use it again in the future. So Brexit has been doubly damaging to the economy in respect to the pandemic, which is unbelievable. You know, when I thought about it, I thought maybe it would be equally damaging, but it's doubling the damage. And the response from Brexiteers is free ports, trade deals, and we don't listen to people's opinions. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?